here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally, and the Clippers starting 5. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4-man position. And for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Murray. Pass to Barton. Left side, Gordon. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Jokic with the bucket.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Outside, George. To the inside. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And that one's good by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And that one, good.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Jackson against Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon from outside the arc. And the 3-ball is good.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Jackson from long range. Unable to get that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. Gordon, the pass to Barton. Outside for Murray. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Morris. Right side, Batum. At the elbow, it's Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Gordon's got 5.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Pass to Leonard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Gordon. Rivers, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Now, here's Zubac. And there's the pass to Leonard. So back the run, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
1:29 left in the first quarter of the game. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Campazzo feeds it to Millsap. It's Rivers on the wing. Kennard covering. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers trail by 4. This one for 3. Green with the rebound. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Morris dishes to Rivers. Campazzo. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first. Oh!
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Morris against Rondo. Here's Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's Rivers on the wing. Kennard covering. A three from Morris. And again, Denver no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. With 4 seconds on the clock. Leonard with the steal. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 2. After this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
You've got Gordon. Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Morris in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Another miss by Rondo.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Rondo. And this game is tied up now.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Morris against Rondo. Morris outside. It's Rivers on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. There's Gordon with the 3. The shot off that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Here's Morris. And the rejection by Zubac. To the wing right side. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Green. Morris passes to Zubac. The 10-footer. Off the left rim and out. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Clippers moving the ball around. Morris. Rondo finds Zubac. Here's Kennard. Tries again. And it's Denver with the rebound. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now the Clippers on the break. Nice shot by Rondo. Rondo's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Pass to Rivers. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Pass to Morris. Fires from deep. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Morris kicks to Millsap. Out to Morris. Back to Millsap. The dish to Morris. And there's the feed to Millsap. The game now all time. Millsap's got his first 2 points. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Barton against Jackson. Porter looking it over.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Porter.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Murray, good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got 8.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Murray outside. Jokic trying to free himself up. Good on the shot. Murray's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
And it's in there.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Murray with it. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers lead by 2. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, and that's
and we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Batum, and it's Jackson in at the guard position.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. George against Barton. Outside for George. Back to Morris. Outside, George. And he converts the layup. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Jackson comes over with the double. Barton passes to Murray. Drills it from outside. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Barton, and that one drops for him. And it's a 5-point Denver lead.
And that's the explosive speed once again from Barton. Blew past the D on the drive to the rim.
George passes to Jackson. George finds Jackson. Back to George. Inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. 5 points in the game.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jacks up a three. He's off on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. The shot from the low post is good. 10 points for Leonard.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Murray against George. Murray the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The Clippers grab the miss. Down low, here's Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Deflects the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Jackson dishes to Morris. Over Millsap.
Hustle play from Millsap as the shot was going up, not making that one easy.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it goes down 2 points.
You want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. And Morris throws it down. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now the pass to Man. That 3 off the mark. Denver in the lead. Morris passes to Millsap. Here's Jokic. The shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Morris. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Millsap slams it in.
Notice how quick Millsap is in transition. He deserves to get the basket. That's a running big there.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Off target with his 3. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Denver on top, leading by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. They've got Nikola Jokic. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. 14 feet away. And Jokic gets it to go. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
It's George on the wing. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, on nights where Kawhi Leonard piles up some points, he can make a big mark because of the offensive rebounding prowess.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Kicks it to Morris. To the wing on the left. Porter against George. Jokic trying to free himself up. That's good from Porter on the assist by Morris.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Jackson passes to Mann. Back to Jackson. Gordon against Leonard. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Porter. It's good. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to Batum. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Murray against Jackson. Lets the three fly. Murray, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nobody near Leonard. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second. Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Jackson against Murray. To the left wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Leonard looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Wilbert.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Murray kicks to Barton. Jokic against Batum. And it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
The shot will not fall. It's stolen by Morris to the middle. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from George.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Paul George with the steal. Jackson finds Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Jackson against Murray. Over Jackson. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets with another miss. Now the Clippers with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Leonard dishes to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. To the paint. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Batum. It falls!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Murray, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Baca comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Murray outside. Oh, off target.
That's not a bad heads-up play there for Murray, easily going into the contact and earning the whistle.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Here's George. Money!
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's Jokic. Count it!
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout. The guys are all reminded and reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. So And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Now, here's Kleba. Back to Doncic. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players.
Oh, are you kidding me? Nasty. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Doncic against Jackson. Porzingis passes to Kleba. That one good for 2.
You know, he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid at setting up his teammates.
Here's George. And that one off the back of the rim and in. George has got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Unhindered, going all the way. Here's Hardaway, and it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hardaway from outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Morris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Doncic bounce pass. Porzingis against Batum. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, we talked about, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Hardaway kicks to Kleber. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic against Jackson, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A different look for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Richardson finds Brunson. Fires the 3. Richardson, no luck.
And, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Porzingis inside. Zubac's defending. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Stolen by Zubac. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward. Mavericks trail by 4. Out to Doncic. Pass to Melly. Out to the wing. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Here's Melly. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Kennard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And, guys, the best thing about Kawhi picking up assists is that it's contagious. When you've got a dominant scorer setting his teammates up, and everyone falls in line.
Here's Melly. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Leonard. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. Back to Brunson. Doncic outside. Drains the three-pointer. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, shots like this prove Doncic has the ability to be a major threat from there, expanding his game.
Kennard the pass to Zubac, and the shot goes in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Richardson outside. Pass to Powell. Doncic outside. Back to Powell. Passes it to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Now here's Leonard. Guarded closely. That one wide left. Mavericks trail by 5. Leonard with the steal. And here we go.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. He kicks it to Powell. Rondo against Brunson. Clock at 6. From the high post. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a valued utility player. Knows his role.
And the pass to Mann. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. And here is Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pulls up on the wing. They get it back. Right wing. A second chance effort. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Brunson the pass to Melly. Back to Brunson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead. And stolen by Richardson. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 1 steal. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Finney-Smith passes to Kleba. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kleba's got 8. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Boy, that jump shot is wet. Hold this, says Doncic. Any kind of airspace, and he's knocking that down.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Leonard, that's for 2. Gets the front of the rim and out.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Kleba kicks to Finney-Smith. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Finney-Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Back to Jackson. George trying to break free. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morris.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Porzingis against Batum. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Ball's knocked loose. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Outside Hardaway. Kleba against Morris. Back to Kleba. Right side Porzingis. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Jackson against Doncic. Pass to Morris to the middle. Here's Leonard. Up and in on the layup. Leonard's got 12.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. No good with the triple. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 2-point game. Here's Kleba. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Kleba's got 4 points this quarter.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Batum finds George. Back to Batum. No good on the shot. Nice D from Porzingis. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. 4 on the shot clock. And finally they hit one. Hardaway has got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs.
Well, I tell you what, energy and activity from Hardaway Jr. there, showing you exactly what it takes to keep plays alive.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now a 5-point Dallas lead.
It's the main strength in Redick's game, his 3-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
Here's Batum. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 5. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Mavericks leading by 5. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Clippers right now, Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's man in at the small forward position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Good work defensively by Morris. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. And the Clippers making a change here as well. George is checked in for Kennard. Passes to Jackson. Now George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
Cauley-Stein finds Porzingis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Brunson, no good. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic against Jackson. The pass to George. Here's Batum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And, you know, Batum certainly has the ability to score inside.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Mavericks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Doncic against Rondo. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Hardaway against George. It's Hardaway that time on the assist by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Timeout. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the Clippers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Marjanovic checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Los Angeles making a switch here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And the rejection by Marjanovic.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard finds Zubats. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside Leonard. Pass to Rondo. Back to Leonard. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Outside, Redick. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Rondo. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Porzingis kicks to Kleber. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for J.J. Redick. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Here's George. Count it!
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Ibaka comes in for Marcus Morris. Pass break, Dallas. And the wide-open shot from Redick. Great positioning on the putback.
Look, you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
Leonard on the wing. Marjanovic against Ibaka. Back to Leonard. 14 feet away. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg. As they came.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 4 spot. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Count that bucket. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Hardaway against Porter. Out to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway, no good. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Puts it up from 15. Misses off the left iron. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. That's tipped and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside, Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan.
Oh, wow.
Doncic against Murray. Here's Kleba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Doncic with the steal. To the inside. Porter with the block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic passes to Kleba. Down low. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. On the Mavericks with some changes. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Monte Morris comes in for Will Barton. Now, here is Morris. Feeds it to Murray. Jokic. It's good on the putback.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass. and not quitting on these possessions.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Nuggets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And it's Gordon missing. Here's the pass to Richardson. Murray against Brunson. For Murray, Brunson no good. Nuggets shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Doncic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Lays it up off the glass.
That is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Morris passes to Jokic. Back to Morris. Outside Gordon. Fires for 3. And again, Denver no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. Outside Gordon. Shoots the 3. Campazzo. They get the rebound.
Yeah, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks lead by 2. And we recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Will Barton. JaMychal Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Hardaway against Barton. Shot clock at 5. Denver in the lead. Campazzo. Brunson covering. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. From past the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Millsap. Banked in off the glass. Millsap's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Contact certainly there, but Millsap just too big and too strong on those type of plays.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Powell. Back to Hardaway. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Cauley Stein passes to Hardaway. Cauley Stein against Jokic. Here's Richardson. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Campazzo. Richardson cover. Outside Porter. They get it back.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Passes it to Powell. Porter with the steal. To the inside. Rivers. It's rebounded by Dallas. Out to Hardaway. Back to Powell. On the wing, Hardaway. Guarded by Green. Clock at 6. Here's Cauley Stein. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Cauley Stein's got 4 points this quarter.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Cauley Stein grabs the ball. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Finney-Smith. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. He feeds it to Powell.
And a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Josh Richardson. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Powell with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. The three for Doncic. That one misses. Now Denver takes it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Melly is checked in for the Mavericks. And a switcher also for Denver. Barton is checked in.
There's a lot of potential left in the tank for Jamal Murray. He's able to play both guard spots, but it's that sweet jump shot that has his teammates and the coaching staff salivating about where his ceiling is.
Doncic finds Kleber. Basket good. Kleber's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Morris passes to Jokic. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Yes, that goes in.
Well, a polished score and good recognition as Jamal Murray understood the timing that he needed to catch and fire.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Nuggets ahead, leading by 3. And join us right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Porter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Barton. Offensive rebound. Kleber with the bucket.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Murray against Hardaway. It's Barton on the wing. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Hardaway. Good on the bucket. Hardaway's got his first points in this one.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
Murray against Hardaway. Murray surveying the D. Here's Porter. Kleber with the rebound.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Barton wide open. He fires. And Murray with the second chance points. Murray's got 7 points.
And Jamal Murray showing that he's capable moving without the ball to find some points.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. Plays it up and banks it in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Murray against Hardaway. Now here's Murray. D right on him. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got his second basket.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Dallas making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. JaMychal Green comes in for Michael Porter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Mavericks trail by 3. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. And foul on the and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Brunson, good. 1:11 left to play here in the third. Up top, Morris. Guarded by Doncic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Morris. The pass to Rivers. Morris with the ball. Lets it fly from 18. Porzingis with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break.
Long arms and some quick hands that time. Some good awareness as Porzingis just kept moving.
The Nuggets trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Doncic against Morris. Millsap kicks to Rivers. Shoots over Brunson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Doncic. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Rivers. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic. The Nuggets shooting their second and third free throws tonight. So he gets them both. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 1-point game. Over in the corner, Doncic. Back to Brunson.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 1. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Denver, Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. Outside Porter. Morris outside. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Pass to Morris. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. Kleber with the rebound. Kleber's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there it is for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Nuggets trail. Morris outside. Passes to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Denver making a switch here. Martin is checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Dallas moving it around. Kleber, the pass to Doncic. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Wide open look here for Murray, and that one goes long.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now it's a 7-point Dallas lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The kick out to Barton. Clock at 4. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Over Brunson. And again, Denver no good. Here's Dallas. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. The 3 for Doncic. Kept alive. Hardaway. Down low. It's tipped. Brunson against Barton. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Murray. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Hardaway. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
That free throw good from Doncic. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. All free throws good from Doncic. Now here's Murray. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The pass to Barton. Over Hardaway. Jokic finds Porter. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Pass to Kleba. Right side Porzingis. He sinks the 11-footer. Porzingis has got the lead back up to 9 now for Dallas.
It's a nice-looking stroke from the mid-range. Porzingis, at his height, he knows it. He can get that shot off anytime he wants.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Porter with it. He's picked up by Doncic for three. Murray. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Porzingis against Jokic. Poke loose. 6 to shoot. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
A tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Jokic against Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. That shot missing. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Porter. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Finney-Smith passes to Kleba. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Doncic outside. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what's
Coming up next, the Clippers. It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season...
What a story. David, thank you. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. And for Los Angeles, Batum's out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Jackson kicks to Morris. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And the basket by Gordon.
And Gordon, with that strength and athleticism, made a tough shot look easy despite the contact.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Back to Jackson. Rebound by Murray.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
They double him with George. Three-pointer, Barton. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. George looking around. Here's Leonard. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Porter.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
Murray finds Gordon. Goes back up. And no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Shoots from 12. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's Murray. And the pass to Jokic. Dishes it to Porter. Murray outside. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
So it's Denver now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Barton outside. Murray against Jackson. Barton wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barton's got 5. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now here's Barton. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Now here is George Morris. Chalk up 2 there. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Murray outside. Over Jackson. Murray, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Leonard, the pass to George. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by... And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team.
Selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Austin Rivers, Paul Millsap out there with JaMychal Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Denver passing it around. Zubats against Millsap. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Clippers in the lead. Rondo finds Kennard. Stolen by Rivers. Campazzo drops in the layup for 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Nuggets?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
On the wing, Morris. Over Morris. Green. And Green is right there.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Man passes to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. Here's Morris. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Kennard kicks to Rondo. passes to Zubats. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Second shot opportunity. And it's Zubats laying it in. Zubats has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Free throw line jump shot. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And, you know, even though he's undersized, Millsap doesn't back down. He's good at outworking everybody on the glass.
Kennard finds Morris. Shot on the wing. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Denver leading by 3. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Rivers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Right side, Rondo. Here's Mann. The three-pointer, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. 1:33 left now here in the second. Morris passes to Rivers. He dishes it to Green. Rivers looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. High post. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Green. Will Barton, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Murray subbed in for Morris. And stolen by Gordon. Near the three-point line, it's Porter.
You know, as a youth player, Porter's talent was undeniable. Unquestionable, really, but he suffered through some injuries. He didn't get a lot of time on the court in college, and he entered the 2018 draft with a lot to prove.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
George against Porter. And it's Leonard missing. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. It's George on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 4 this quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
And he comes up with the deuce. Jokic has got 6.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
The deep 3 from George. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Batum. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Murray kicks to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 8. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Murray's shot is a real weapon for him. He's as reliable a shooter from the mid-range as it gets.
Left side, Batum. Murray against Jackson. George, that's a 2-pointer. No good off the front iron. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Porter. Paul George grabs the miss. Right side, Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside for George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Here's Porter. Hands the 12-footer. Porter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
Pass to Jackson. Back to George. Takes a 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
A 3 from Leonard. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Porter against Jackson. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer, Barton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris dishes to Leonard. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Gordon against Jackson. Back to Leonard. Now here's Gordon. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Porter's running, and he makes that one. And now a 12-point Denver lead.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And George, here we go. To end the run, outside for Jackson. The pass to Morris. From the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Morris, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Clippers trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Morris finds Green. Right side, Millsap. Morris against Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. Rivers gets a wide open look. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
No messing around down there. Millsap gets good position on the glass, then stuffs it back with authority.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by the Nuggets.
And here's Morris for 3. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nuggets lead by 14. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in down. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Monte Morris. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's short off the rim. Clippers trail by 14. Kennard finds Leonard, and he gets the bucket.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Rondo on the double team. Here's the break. Here's Kennard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Kennard's got his first bucket of the night.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Campazzo passes it to Rivers. Here's Morris. And here's Rivers. Back to Morris. Rivers passes to Green. Over Leonard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. They've got a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. Pass to man. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Over Green. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Leonard. Rondo on the double team. Morris passes to Barton. Morris kicks to Porter. Releases. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Morris is checked in for Leonard. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Denver also making some changes. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. And Gordon subbed in for JaMychal Green. And George, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Morris passes to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Back to Morris. Over Jackson. Morris, no good.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Porter passes to Morris. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Morris.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
On the wing, George. Martin defending. Man passes to Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. At one point, they led by 16.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go for something else, and flat out choked.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a switcher also for Denver. Murray's checked in.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Pass to Jokic. Gordon for 3. Denver the rebound. Jackson against Murray. Jokic, it's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Jackson with it. He's against Jokic. Leonard with the ball. Out guarded by Murray. George, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
but confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Three-pointer. Misses the shot. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the... Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Morris passes to Leonard. Back to Morris. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
George against Hardaway. And Leonard has it in the corner. And he gets it to go.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Kleba against Morris. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Kleba kicks to Hardaway. Offline with his 3.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Jackson against Doncic. Left side, Porzingis. Shoots over Batum. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Leonard. Porzingis with the rebound.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Hardaway passes to Kleba. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Any sharp guys in the NBA. And here are the Clippers now. The Mavericks making the shot. Leonard attacking. Count that one. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Kennard kicks to Leonard. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
The NBA champion, Finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
Doncic passes to Melli. Leonard brings the double team, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Dallas. Runs in the pass to Powell. 5 to shoot. And that one is off. Los Angeles leading by 3. Rondo's shot is good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here's Doncic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. The pass to Brunson. Looking to end the run. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Easy look for mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Rondo passes to Kennard. Rondo against Brunson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
To the right side. Richardson outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the book. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Kennard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 3.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Doncic outside. No good that time. Empty that time from Leonard. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Now, here's Kennard. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Got a hand on it, but he gets it back.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Finney-Smith passes to Brunson. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Kennard against Richardson. Pass to Batum. Now, here's Kennard. Defense is right there. Out left to the wing. Here's man. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Kleba finds Hardaway. To the middle. Out to Porzingis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a three-point game. Here's George, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. The Mavericks also with a sub. Ellie's checked in. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Jackson.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the 2nd quarter.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
George against Hardaway. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Zubac. He kicks to Morris. 1:10 left in the first half, and that one good.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the 2nd.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender in rebound.
Hold on!
You got to buckle up on that one. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Out to the right wing. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And George with the stuff.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. They need this. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
And it's Melly missing.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Clippers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. To throw good, Paul George.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Melly. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. The offensive rebound. Doncic, bounce pass. And that one hits back iron. And that concludes the first half. Clippers lead by 13. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of. And that'll.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Here's Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. Morris has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers. Pass to Kleba. Plenty of space. Morris with the rebound.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Another shot, and the layup good by Batum. Batum's got his second bucket of the night.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Doncic looking it over. Over to the wing. Porzingis with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. From outside, off the mark.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Jackson dishes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. It doesn't go for him. Los Angeles leading by 17. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The playmaking of Reggie, a work in progress, but looking good right there.
The Mavericks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's Finney-Smith. Second chance shot. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Out to the right wing. Back to Doncic. Batum with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Mavericks trail by 21. It's Redick on the wing. Takes the 3. That one, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And that one's good. Beverly's got his first basket.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Brunson finds Marjanovic. And that one is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Beverly against Richardson. Beverly, the pass to Mann. Shot clock at 5. Rondo at the elbow. Here's Zubats. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Melli passes to Reddick. Here's Marjanovic. And the layup is good. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And there's the pass to Beverly. And they pick up 2.
Off the dribble, Beverly is dangerous. Can turn the corner or rise up and shoot over you.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it? Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Zubats. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Clippers leading by 21. We've got Reggie Jackson. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Leonard, no luck. Dallas shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
Good on both. Now Jackson. And it's Leonard at the elbow. He dishes it to Batum. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. 15 points for Porzingis.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. Uses both hands to slam it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the button.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Passes it to Mann. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And they're pushing it up. Hardaway with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
Outside Jackson. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Doncic with the steal. Picked his pocket. Now the feed to Batum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rebound by the Clippers. Batum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. And Leonard gets it to go.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Over Jackson. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Hardaway passes to Brunson. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Jackson passes to Kennard. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Brunson against Jackson. Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Kennard. Misses off the right eye. Mavericks trail by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
And no good that time. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Porzingis. Goes back up. That one doesn't drop. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside Jackson. Here's man. Kleba defending. To the paint. Hardaway with the steal. And here is Kleba. Porzingis. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
following presentation of the NBA.
It's time for the NBA. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. It's Porter outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Hardaway with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have 2 names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
Now Hardaway following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
And the basket is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. Left block shot on the way. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Murray against Doncic. Doncic with the steal. One-on-one here. Hardaway from outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Back to Gordon. A miss that time. Would have put him up. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Lets it go from 14. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Here's Finney Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Kleber. Goes up again. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Barton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Kleber inside. Defended by Gordon. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis, some extra effort on the offensive glass that time.
Now here's Gordon on the wing. Porter. Back to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Murray, good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Kleber. Off the left rim and out.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. seems to be rushing shots.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Dallas gets called for the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Now here's Powell. Here's Richardson. No good off the back of the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
On the wing, Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 1 and will return shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Monte Morris, Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Denver in the lead. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic, passes it to Rivers. Pass to Green, kicks it to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Millsap misses. Mavericks shooting just 31% in the game. Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Millsap kicks to Rivers. Back to Millsap. Up top, Morris. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Subtle, but effective. Millsap so hard to guard, getting that pump fake there and the D to bite.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Oh,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Dishes to Green. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Outside Millsap. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Great positioning on the putback. Melly's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Outside Millsap. There's the pass to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. The Mavericks pull it in.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Melly passes to Cauley-Stein. Good work defensively by Millsap.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Morris, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Off target from the baseline. The Nuggets trail by 4. Rivers finds Green. And again, Denver no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. Outside for Millsap. Drills the three-pointer. Millsap's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Pass to Melly. It's Richardson on the wing. Here's Melly, guarded by Green. Feeds to Cauley Stein. Passes it to Melly. Back to Cauley Stein. It's stolen by Green. Morris into the lane. Comes up empty down low.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Rivers. It's rebounded by Doncic.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
To the left side wing. The feed to Cauley Stein. 2 free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs. Doncic against Murray. He feeds it to Gordon. Outside Porter, just 5 to shoot. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Out to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Porzingis is double. Shoots over Barton. Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 7. And there's Porter on the assist by Jokic.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, the closer Porzingis gets to the basket, the more aggressive he becomes, and for good reason. He's going to get fouled.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead. Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
And the pass to Finney-Smith. Out to the right wing. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. There's the triple. No good there. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Doncic. Yep, it counts. And now an 11-point Maverick lead.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers. Since halftime, they've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Pass to Jokic. Yep, that one goes. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Porzingis against Jokic. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets with another miss. Mavericks leading by 11. Richardson dishes to Powell. And it's sent back by Jokic. Back to Richardson. Redick against Gordon. Redick passes to Melly. And Redick kicks to Richardson. From deep. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Gordon penetrating. Count it. Gordon's got 6 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his 1st foul of the game. From deep 3-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. He got into double digits for the... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Nuggets trail by 9. Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Campazzo. No good on the 3.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And the Mavericks call time here. A different look for Denver. Dozier's checked in, and it's Rivers in for Monte Morris. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Redick comes in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Murray dishes to Gordon. Back to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic passes to Gordon. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Marjanovic kicks to Redick. Misses the three. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Dozier. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Dozier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside, Redick. The pass to Marjanovic. Jokic against Porzingis. Now the dish to Redick. Good work there as it goes.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Right side, Gordon. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Rivers in the corner. Inside, Murray, the pass to Jokic. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Mavericks leading by 9. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Passes it to Porzingis. Fades and shoots, and he can't bank that one in. Here's Rivers. It's good.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
It's Redick on the wing. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Porzingis inside. He's against Gordon, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Murray against Doncic. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. Jokic, and it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
A little shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Martin comes in for Austin Rivers. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. The Nuggets trail by 12. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Barton right side. Kleber against Murray. Back to Barton. Over Hardaway. Barton, no luck. Mavericks leading by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Mavericks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Doncic, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
26 seconds left in the game. The three. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's the Nuggets ball. They trail by 14. And Barton throws it down.
Well, that's an awesome dunk from Will Barton on that possession. You got to be aware of his athleticism sneaking up on you.
The pass to Kleba. It's deflected. Over Jokic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.